Alright, welcome back to another weekly recap of the Creative Name Pending League 2025. We got a morning edition coming at you this week, and boy, we got some good matchups on the way, so let's get into it. Alright, our first matchup. Kiss My Elf defeats Super Jamario Bros. 114.52 to 93.82. Kiss My Elf, Rashid Rice and Devontae Adams led the way, scoring 24.1 points and 23.2 points respectively. And with a Wan'Dale Robinson of 30.6 points on the bench. Devontae Adams in the flex spot outscored both of the quarterbacks, J.J. McCarthy and Joe Flacco combined. Also on the bench, so good move with the wide receiver in the flex spot there, the super flex spot. And then jumping over Super Jamario Bros. Jacoby Brissett led the way, 20.68 points. Great pickup going on there. The Browns defense coming in second at 17 points. Using the Browns defense against Kiss My Elf. Great game for them. And the heart here was Rashid Shaheed, only 0.5 points. That was a tough one. And Hunter Henry on the bench, 24.5 points against that very holier than holy Bengals defense. Drake May had another great game, and so did Hunter Henry as a result. And that gives Kiss My Elf the win against Super Jamario Bros. Alright, our next matchup of the week. Mo Losses, Mo Problems defeats Fancy Football 112.16 to 94.66. Jalen Hurts led the way for Mo Losses, Mo Problems with 32.86 points. Got a goose egg from Jameson Williams, 0. Also Josh Downs, 3 points. Alvin Kamara, 3.5 points. But the stud who has been leading the way for him, Christian McCaffrey, 27.2 points. Turns up big again with that Packers defense as well, scoring 18 points. That got him over the 100 mark into the 112s. That was enough to beat Fantasy Football, who couldn't crack 100 points. A.J. Brown really balled out there, 25 points. Daniel Jones, another good performance, 20.84 points. But Josh Allen really let him down, only 8 points this week. And DeAndre Swift, 1.9. So just couldn't put it together. Kenneth Gainwell on the bench again with 18.2 points. Well, maybe he started him last week, but man, he had a great game. Would have really helped there replacing DeAndre Swift. But that's how. That's the results we got there, and Mo Losses, Mo Problem gets another win, and Fantasy Football stays at the bottom in the waffle race. We'll get to more of that soon. Alright, let's jump to our next matchup. Sunday Afternoon Loafers defeats Over the Rhine 144.42 to 123.1. Man, Drake May. Well, we'll get to Drake May. He did good. We'll get to him now. 17.96 points for Sunday Afternoon Loafers. But the real story here, Jahmyr Gibbs, 55.4 points. Woof! Hard to lose when you get a guy who's dropping a 50 burger. Kirk Cousins, 18.46 points. Overall, solid performance by the rest of Sunday Afternoon Loafers team, but the real star there, Jahmyr Gibbs, boy oh boy, he was just running rampant against the Giants this week. And then on the Over the Rhine here, we got David Mills once again, 18.5 points. The real star of the team this week, Ashton Gentry, dropping 24.8 points against the Browns. Another solid day there. Really nothing you could do here over the Rhine. Like Jahmyr Gibbs dropping a 55 burger is just hard to win when that happens. So Sunday Afternoon Loafers gets the win there. Let's go to our next matchup. Love If You Sutton My Chase defeats Don't Stop Believin' 153.54 to 99.92. Love If You Sutton My Chase with the highest score this week with 143.54. Man, his team just balled out across the board. George Pickens, 29.6 points. Travis Etienne, great trade there, 20.6 points. Derrick Henry, 22.8 points. Mahomes, 17.08 points. The Rams, 20 points. I mean, everywhere you look, this team just went off this week. And kind of forced into play some of these guys with the Broncos on a bye. 3 Broncos on the bench. Interesting stat. Jamar Chase was out, so that makes sense. Emmanuel Wilson, that was another bright spot, 26.5 points on the bench. But, I mean, really, where else are you going to put him? I guess over Jordan Love, but that's a hindsight. Probably not going to do that. So, just an overall stellar performance by Love if you set my Chase. And then for the Don't Stop Believin', man. Keep believing. Caleb Williams, another great performance, 27.6 points. Some double digits by most of the rest of the team, but a few duds there. Lions defense, -1. Chase McLaughlin, Tampa Bay kicker, 1 point. Just a tough break there. Michael Wilson, though, on the bench, been having some really good games lately. Consider putting him in. I don't know where you're going to put him. I'd have to put a super flex spot, but take some risk. Get out of the waffle hunt here, buddy. And Love If You Sutton My Chase gets the win here. All right, our next matchup, a close one here. Double D's, 140.08 defeats Touchdown Townies, 133.68. Man, Touchdown Townies put up a solid number this week. Trevor Lawrence, 23.14 points. Jameis Winston, what a pickup. We're going to get to that in a little bit, but 36.24 points. Man, he is so much fun to come in as a backup and watch. He just balls out when he comes in. James Cook, another solid performance, 21.9. A dud there from Dalton Schultz, 1.8 points. That hurts. Jacoby Myers on the bench, 15. But, I mean, where are you really going to put him? Like, you can start him over Nico Collins? No. So, tough one there. Double D's, man. The Amon St. Brown, 29.9 points, but the real star of this team, and he's been doing it all year. Jackson Smith Njigba, 37.1 points, another 100-yard plus game. Man, he has just been insane, and he's got the quarterback-receiver combo with Sam Darnold, 21.6 points. When they click, and they are clicking often, they are a dynamic duo for the Double D's. And that's just that's the way it works. Double D's gets the victory over Touchdown Townies, keeping him in the waffle race. And our last matchup, and our matchup of the week, goes to Titletown Cheeseheads defeats Discount Golf Balls, 118.78 to 116.38. Boy, we had a close matchup here of just under 3 points, 2.5, I believe it is. Man, it was a heck of a matchup. We had Dak Prescott balling out for the Cheeseheads, 31.06 points. Andy Borgalis, 18 points. That's the New England kicker, if you didn't know that one. Patriots defense getting into the double digits, 10 points. The real shocker here, Lamar Jackson, still, he's struggling coming back from that injury, 7.22 points. Maybe look for a super flex, put Dak in the starting, and I don't know, does Lamar go on the bench? Tough calls coming up here for you. Overall solid performance there by the Cheeseheads. And as we flash over here to Discount Golf Balls, Matthew Stafford, maybe the best quarterback to be drafted outside of the first round. Man, he has just been stellar. Great pickup there, or draft choice there. Jared Goff, 21.16 points. I don't know if I called out Stafford there. I don't know, maybe I didn't mention his stats, but 28.92 points. Stephon Diggs, a little lower here. You thought maybe he'd be better against the Bengals defense. 4 points there. I don't know. DJ Moore, 23.4 points on the bench. Quinshon Judkins, 16.7 points on the bench. Some tough decisions here of who you're starting, who you're sitting. Ultimately, it got you this week. GM management here by Discount Golf Balls. All hindsight, but with the right plays, could have got the W. But ultimately, it goes out to the Cheeseheads, and it's keeping our playoff race tight. All right, let's jump over to our recent activities. So we're going to go up to our waiver wires. We called it out. We're going to call it out again. Jameis Winston. Oh, boy. A 11:52 a.m. pickup by the touchdown townies. And what a pickup it was. That was, oh, man, pickup of the week right there. Shadur Sanders gets picked up by Mo Losses, Mo Problems, dropped by Justin Fields. We'll see how that pans out, but overall, I mean, maybe not great from a fantasy perspective, but, Browns fans being Browns fans there. Our 42nd starting QB since 1999. We'll leave it at that. We had a weekly award last week that was, are you sure you want this guy? Maybe it was, I'm sure you don't want to drop this guy. And ultimately, that is what happened. The Don't Stop Believin' drops Dylan Gabriel, picks up Bryce Young. You don't want Gabriel. He's on the bench now, too. We did get an ad by Double D's for Tyler Shroud, dropping Chuba Hubbard. He played pretty well this week. Just because we're getting into the holiday season, we'll call out one more. Rudolph's back. I know we're not talking Christmas yet. We still got to hit Thanksgiving. But Rudolph is back. He is now on Sunday afternoon Loafers team. Dropped for Kirk Cousins. So Rudolph is on the roster, starting for the Steelers and starting for the Sunday afternoon Loafers. All right. This is going to get juicy, boys. We are into our standings, and we've got a few locks. Mo Losses, Mo Problems, 10 win, 2 losses. Locks up a playoff spot and has clinched a first round bye as well. So Mo Losses, Mo Problems in the playoffs with a first round bye. Double D's clinches a playoff spot. Not the first round bye, not yet, but he's looking pretty good. But he is 100% in playoffs at 9-3. We've got 4 teams at 7 wins and 5 losses. Sunday afternoon Loafers, Kiss My Elf, Discount Golf Balls, and Titletown Cheeseheads. Percentages to make the playoffs in that order: 86, 77, 83, 77. Looking pretty good, but they can definitely fall out of grace here. Because we've got Love If You Sut My Chase and Super Mario Bros. They're in the hunt. They're trying to get in at 6-6. We got a 58% chance for Love If You Sut My Chase and a 21% chance to get in for Super Mario Bros. You gotta win the next 2, guys. But you got some shots. So we're looking really good there. And then we've got our 4 eliminated teams all in the hunt for the Waffles. All right, so we got Over the Rhine at 4-8. We got Don't Stop Believin' at 3-9. Touchdown Townies at 3-9, and Fancy Football at 3-9. All eliminated from the playoffs, all in the Waffle Hunt. And we've got a matchup of the week. I'm going to call it right now. Next week, look forward to Touchdown Townies facing off against Don't Stop Believin'. Both 3-9. One of them's going to be 4-9, 4-9. One of them's going to be 3-10. That might be a big one. And if I think I got this right, but if Touchdown Townie loses, and if Fancy Football loses versus Love If You Sut My Chase, then we will have a Week 14 matchup potentially 4 waffles, where Fancy Football takes on Touchdown Townies. I don't know about you guys, but I'm rooting for that game. Oh man, would I love to see a Week 14 a Fancy Football versus a Touchdown Townies matchup. Winner gets out of waffles and losers takes the waffles. It could happen. Boy, oh boy, let's keep an eye out on that one. All right, and we're going to do something we haven't done yet this year. We're going to look at our free agent budget summary. We've got our free agents. We've only got 2 weeks left in the regular season. And we're going to call out, Don't Stop Believin' has $0 left in his budget. 0. Zip. Nada. So if he wants a guy, it's got to fall to him. Everyone else can bid $1. And if Don't Stop Believin' wants someone, it's going to get snagged. So keep an eye out for that one. Titletown Cheeseheads, that's $25. So as he goes into the potential playoff push, he might be struggling there. We've got our highest dollar amount with Over the Rhine at $175. So, hey, Over the Rhine, if you want a guy trying to get you out of waffles, you can spend big there. I guess actually Super Jamario Bros has our highest at $180, but still. In the playoff hunt, Over the Rhine, man, he can outspend Touchdown Townies, so it's $79. Fancy Football is a $125. And the last person in the waffle race, did we mention them? Yeah, I think we got everyone. Yeah, we said Don't Stop Believing's got 0. So keep an eye on those fabs. Outbid someone, make a move, keep them from getting some guy that might be able to get you. So, okay. And then we will jump over to our last thing here, which is our power rankings, and we'll run through these real quick. I think we know about where we stand here, but Fancy Football projected to be 12th, Touchdown Townies 11th, Don't Stop Believin' 10th, Over the Rhine 9th, Super Jamario Bros 8th, Love If You Sutton My Chase 7, Titletown Cheeseheads number 6, Kiss My Elf 5, Discount Golf Balls drops to 4, Sunday Afternoon Loafers bumps up to 3, Double D's at 2, and Mo Losses, Mo Problems at number 1. No surprise there. Alright guys, that's your morning edition of Week 12 recap of the Created and Pending. We have a exciting finish coming up here, so hit the waiver wires and we'll get into our last 2 weeks before the playoffs. Alright, have a great day. Come back next week for another recap.